Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Final Fantasy draft here on the channel, climbing up the ranks of Mythic, hopefully. I don't know why I raised my voice. Matoya, Archon Elder, is a really cool card to get pack one, pick one, because there are some good tools in this set with Surveil. The only problem is not all of them are very good. I like the card, it's just I don't know how ambitious to take it. There's also Quistis Trapé, which is a great card. There's Thunder Magic, which is a great removal spell. Renoa Heartilly is fantastic, though definitely not going to take it here. I think I will take Matoya and see if we can get that to work. There's Quistis, which is maybe better in a vacuum, but I think we'll be able to get some Surveil. There's Namazu Trader. It's not going to wheel, but starting with Matoya lets you really build your deck around it. And then we get a follow-up Eject. We're not going to go too crazy. We're not going to be like, okay, we have to take Dreams of Laguna, because there's going to be a lot of games where we don't draw Matoya. But we might put a Lunatic Pandora into our deck to try that out, because that's a really good combo with Matoya in a late game situation. But we're just currently going to take like the strongest cards in the pack still. We're not going to overcommit to blue. One thing with a card like Matoya is it's a solid rare, but it's not like one of those rares that you have to play, where you feel like you're losing something by not putting in your deck. So if we don't end up being able to play blue, we'll be fine. Also, I am streaming this live on Twitch, so if you see me interacting with chat, answering questions, maybe questions that you had yourself, then that's why, because I am talking with viewers as well, which is kind of fun. And by kind, I mean a lot. Lunatic will wheel, Dreams might wheel. If I wasn't taking Eject, I would lean, maybe I would take Fat Chocobo, maybe I'd take Dreams. Iridia is really good, it's just not the right colors for me. Circle of Power is a card I like in black-red, and then not really other places. Okay, now we're going to get a Dragoon's Wyvern. This is a good pack, though. There is Lock Coal, which is a nice little blue-black card. There's also Vane's Treachery, which is a nice card. There is You're Not Alone, which is a fantastic card if you're aggressive. It just gives +4/+4. It's crazy. You should watch my last draft video if you're curious about that one. Or hopefully last. Sometimes my sequence of videos is interrupted by whenever I have a guest, because I like to post the guest videos when I make them. But yeah, it should be my last video. Is a crazy You're Not Alone deck. But Dragoon's Wyvern is a fantastic card. It keeps me mono blue. We are going to note that we're seeing a couple of black cards, and even a Town Greeter, but we're going to, the black cards are better. I think second pick here, I would take Vanes, then maybe Lock Coal, then maybe Town Greeter, though Town Greeter is appealing as well. Pick 4. We see quite a few white cards, honestly. Snowvilliers, White Mage's Staff, Fate of the Suncrist. There is a Guado Salam Far Plane Gateway. We, Guado, protect the far plane so the dead can rest in peace. Guado Salam Citizen. Final Fantasy X. I have not played any of the Final Fantasies, as you can probably tell from the way I pronounce the cards. I will take Scorpion Sentinel here, I think. It's kind of close with Clash of Icons and Fate of the Suncrist just for some removal, but I really like getting the 2-drops. We are trying to build a controlling deck. These cards all fit great into control. You might think, oh, 2/1 flyer is not great in control, but the 2 bodies for 1 card makes it really nice for slowing down aggro. Guado Salam is nice for if we were going blue-green. Okay. Renoa Heartilly, pick 5. Unfortunately, not really a card we can splash. We're seeing a little bit of green, Geisal greens. There's Q-Kern Merchant. Not a card I really want to prioritize here. I'm going to be playing some other slow cards like 1/4s and things like that. So there's Resentful Revelation, Dwarven Castle Guard, the land. I don't think I take the lands before I know what colors I'm playing even. Like what my second color is. Magic Damper is cute for protecting Matoya, but I can get one of those later, hopefully. I'm going to take Geisal greens. And then not really overemphasize it. And now we'll just get a Sahagin. There is a Slash of Light. There is a Quarrel. So we're seeing some white stuff, but not a huge priority. Just keep taking the blue cards. Stick to our guns here. Now we get Counterspell. Don't mind if I do. Pick 7 Counterspell. That's crazy. Counterspell is a really strong card. 2 blue, counter target spell. Scales well with the game. Yeah, easy pick. Now pick 9. Am I an Iceflawn gamer? No. Would I take Iceflawn? No. Would I play Ice Flan? No. Probably no to all of those questions. I think I'm more of an instant ramen player than an Ice Flan player. I mean, ramen, I mean, this is kind of like cup noodles, and this is like a giant flan that wants to hurt you. There's also Mystidian Elder, which is an interesting card. Maybe I could try that one. Gigantode. I'm just going to take the instant ramen. I play this card sometimes. Pick 9. We wield Sahagin. Nice. We're seeing some green cards. Commune with Beavers is a card that I don't love, but occasionally I'll play it if I have a really important build around in my deck, like Matoya, though Matoya is not looking anything special here. The next pack is the one that would have had Dreams of Laguna in it or the Surveil Artifact, and so we will play the Surveil Artifact with our Matoya. So, but we'd rather have a Dreams of Laguna. We got the Lunatic Pandora back. Nice. Also see a couple of card advantage spells. But yeah, we'll take the Lunatic Pandora. I should commune with the Beavers. I mean, Sahagin's going to be pretty good in this deck, I think. Another Lunatic Pandora. I don't think I ever want more than one of this card, regardless of whether I have Matoya. Just imagine the games where I draw 2 copies of this and don't draw Matoya. It's just a horrific... I mean, because it's legendary. We'll get the Opera Song. There's another Ramen. There's a Snowvilliers. My creature count is at 5. I'll take Snowvilliers. I already have 1 Ramen. And we wield Dwarven Castle Guard. That's kind of crazy. And a Phyton came back. Last pick. So, where are we at? We got a last pick Phyton. Interesting. Blue. There's not a blue card that I want in this pack. I'm not a cargo ship deck right now. Overkill is nice. Green didn't seem crazy open. So this is kind of how our breakdown looks. We got that late Dwarven Castle card. Blue-white seemed the most open to me, if I'm being honest. Though we did get that very late Phyton. These are like all the like cards that aren't blue. Overkill to go with Phyton. Also, there's more Surveilling in those colors. Summon Fenrir. Not really great in my deck. I kind of want to just take Overkill. The white... I mean, we got a last pick Phyton. That gotta mean something. Who passes that if black isn't going to be open? I think I'll take it over Battle Menu. Edgar. Ancient Copper Dragon. The combo. Deals combat damage, you create X treasure tokens. Giant Dragon. Edgar, when you have artifacts, you draw a card for each artifact you control. And if you flip coins, you can win the flips. There's also Dragoon's Wyvern. My artifact count is currently at 3. I've got Lunatic, Ramen, and Scorpion Sentinel. And I could still move back towards blue-white. Between that and Dragoon's Wyvern, which is maybe a better card, but we're going to take Edgar. Edgar and Matoya. Hanging out. Best friends forever. Now there's a Lannery Storm. Makes treasures for Edgar. Could also just take Scorpion Sentinel. Could take White Auracite. White Auracite's so good. Snowvilliers is not particularly good. Oh, man. This is tough. This is tough. White Auracite's going to be great in my deck, though. This is so tricky. Now there's Vane's Treachery. Thunder Magic. I don't think we're going to go into red. Syncopate's fine. Veins or... I don't really have things to sacrifice to Vane's Treachery. Could also take a Quarrel. Love that card. I guess I'll just speculate into red now. I've got 2 red cards, 2 white cards, and I haven't seen any blue this pack somehow. Guess I'll take Demon Wall. I'm not loving this. This development is not great. Queen Brane. The gold saucer works with him. You always win the flip. This is not going the way I wanted it to in pack 2. Retrieve the Esper. Finally, a blue card I can take. Blue's the only color I know I'm playing. This card fits with everything I'm doing. Can't believe it was till pick 7 that I got a good blue card, considering I got like pick 7 counterspell. Now I get a Scorpion Sentinel. There's also Sorceress's Schemes. So we're not playing green. Black cards we have are these two. White cards, we got the Auracite, Thunder Magic. I'm going to take Scorpion Sentinel because it's guaranteed to make the cut. We wheeled cornered by black mages. That's kind of crazy. Opera Love Song. I feel like these packs are hating me right now. This white Auracite pick was weird for me. It's maybe not the greatest pick I've ever made. Gosh, darn it. Oh, gosh. I don't really like where we're at right here. Am I an Ice Flawn gamer? I'm more of a Querl gamer myself. Late Querls. This is a control finisher. There's also Dreams of Laguna. Winota is kind of funny. Overkill number 2. Absolute Virtue. White did seem kind of open. Two Querls. Would love a Dreams of Laguna, but can't always get what you want. We're not committed to white by any means, but it's certainly looking the most appealing right now. I think we can safely move out of red. Thunder Magic was maybe a bad pick. We got that Opera Love Song, but I don't think red's going to be where we end up. So whenever you gain life, put a counter on each cleric you control. Currently, our only source of life gain would be itself. We're just going to take Combat Tutorial. Helps us hit land drops. To play the Absolute Virtue if we end up there, which we probably will. We could splash Overkill. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Combat Tutorial, I think, pretty happily. I wouldn't mind a Magic Damper to go with the Absolute Virtue. Artifact count is 5. I'd rather have this than this guy, because this is an artifact. I can move it around later. Shantoto's a messed up card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white cards. Seven white cards versus Shantoto getting back into blue. Red. I'm going to take Shantoto. I'm a greedy individual. And I can take Suplex or I can take Aerial Unit. Take Aerial Unit. I just don't think my white cards are that good. Whereas Shantoto is fantastic. Aerial Unit, I'm going to play some number of artifacts. It's a fine top-end card. Now there's a blue-white land. There's another Sahagin. Fate of the Suncrest. Suplex. This thing. Yeah, I guess I'm back in white. This is one of those drafts that I'm kind of unhappy with how it all went down. Sandworm is a solid card. We got another white Aurosite. That's kind of wild. Dovin's Veto, Dragoon's Wyvern. Where were all the Dragoon's Wyverns when I needed them earlier? Oh, man. Not happy. Okay, we'll take Dreams of Laguna over Titus. Titus is much more of an aggressive card. Dreams is going to help us with our Matoya. Titus also grows with artifacts, but we don't have that many. 7 artifacts. We wield the Dreams. If we took the land here... No, we have to take Dreams. Dreams is so much better for our deck. Yeah, we got playables in the end. It's just not really a deck that I love. None of my cards are bad, per se. Magic Damper makes the cut. I just hemmed and hawed so much. I could have gotten that blue-white land at one point. I took Shantoto over like a reasonable white card, I think. The thing is like I still made playables. But like I'm not pleased with how I drafted there. I mean, I think trying to get into red was just like pointless. And cost me a few cards. Then again, there's no card in my deck that I'm unhappy is in my deck. Like I still have to make cuts. Granted, it's only one cut. And I might play 18 lands here. So now I can make 2 cuts. I'm going to cut Magic Damper. And I'm going to cut a Dwarven Castle Guard. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how this does. Interesting deck. Interesting deck. See you in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been finding my videos helpful, entertaining, hopefully a combination, then Patreon is a way to help me make more videos in the future while gaining access to cool bonus content like my card by card tier list, which will help you see which cards I think are good in the set, and my format thoughts document where I cover my thoughts on the format, as you might imagine. There's also some other cool rewards you gain access to, and I'd like to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a huge difference. Without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We have a Absolute Virtue. Maybe we should play Magic Damper just for that combo. Oh my gosh, we're living the dream. We've got the whole thing set up. Quirrell into Matoya, into Dreams plus Lunatic Pandora activation. They had to play Xenarchon, so that means they are a little light on land. Okay, they're drawing 4 cards. That's a lot of cards. Wow, it just wants to tap me out of Counterspell, doesn't it? Counterspell's going to be huge here, for buying me time, or just protecting my Absolute Virtue. They cycle Balam. They drew 4 cards and didn't hit a land. Hi, Ethan. Nice to see you. Lurking while you're editing. Nice to see Lord Tupperware in the chat. You're a huge train fan. Well, okay, well, we have to counter this card. Interesting. I haven't gotten to play with it yet. Maybe I'll try it out. We don't really want the land. We'll find lands to cast our 8-drop eventually. We're just going to keep using this thing. It was fun to hear yourself talk about being underwhelmed by Oh, I'm so glad you saw that draft. Oh my gosh. That was the greatest draft. Okay, if they do kill the Matoya, at least we got some value out of it. They're playing just straight blue-green. It's wild. Oh man, we're going to Fate of the Suncrist that at some point. What are you at 15? I got that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, very satisfying. Our opponent is not ready for what we're about to do to him. Oh, yes. We can even white Auracite that. We do want to draw lands. With this Absolute Virtue eventually. Okay. Sad day. Okay. You've captured me. I'm fine making this trade because it means that they will not be able to take out my Dreams of Laguna. Balam T-Rexor, sure. No! Matoya down. Take out the Balam. Get myself another artifact for Edgar. Okay, guys all greens. Gardener. This guy is going to be unbeatable. What are they going to do about it? Okay, we don't need another land. We already have the 8 for the Absolute Virtue. The most virtuous of all. I literally never have to block. They cannot deal damage to me. I have a shield! I am protected by the shield. How does blue-green kill this card? They just don't kill it. They can't kill it. Unless they have a big enough creature to fight it, or have an artifact removal spell. Gosh, this deck is sick. Hey, Ricky, nice to see you. Gosh, we are popping off. Absolute Virtue crushing it for me. They can tap it, but it's still in play. How are they gonna kill me? It's literally just sitting there. Oh man. They can't kill me. I'm the only one that can kill myself. I think I said that wrong. I'm gonna Fate of the Suncrist, this Stuck in Summoner Sanctum, so I can then kill the other Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. Actually, why would I do it that way when I can just kill the original Stuck in Summoner Sanctum? Edgar, draw 3 cards. We're just chilling with our can't take damage card. Oh my gosh, this deck is sick. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, they kill that. Sure, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. What a deck. Do we want to make any change? I kind of want to put Magic Damper in. It is very good in late game spots with my Absolute Virtue. Oh, man. Put in the Magic Damper. Cut a Sahagin, maybe. Or a Quirrell. Or just... Yeah. Yeah, we'll cut a Sahagin. Anyway, see you next round. Welcome to the round. We'll keep this. We'll see how Magic Damper performs. I'm glad I have it in this hand versus another Sahagin. Get that Lunatic Pandora down. Okay. Play my blue card out. Gallicat, sure. All their guys are untapped forever. Pain. The fact that all their creatures have vigilance in this game is going to lose me the game. It's like very unfortunate. We are very dead. Bum, 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 bum. The fact that they just played 2 Vigilance Flyers is really annoying. Oh well. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. Matoya's looking pretty nice. That last game was also... It's got to be in the top 10% of my opponent's draws, I was saying to Twitch chat. Like, they drew Magitech into 2-drop, into Gallicat, into, like, playing, like, the 7-7 on turn 4 or whatever it was. It was pretty nutso. Okay, Quirrell. Quirrell will happily trade with Ultros. I'm just trying to get to the late game. Okay, play... Play Matoya. If they have a counterspell, it won't matter if I wait a turn. If they don't have a counterspell, I'd rather get it down. And, yeah. There's not that many counterspells to get played in the format anyway. And I have Magic Damper to protect, which is nice. So they can go get any land. I don't like that these lands are kind of hard to tell what they are. Like, you look at mine, you're like, okay, this is an island, this is a plains. This one's like, okay, plains. It's like the Windows lands. I mean, like, once you hover them, it's easy. It's just from a distance, it's a little harder. Nice. They have the value land. They can create a wizard token. Is Matoya dead? Potentially. Nope, Matoya lives. Well, that means it's time to make hay while the sun's shining, as they say. Don't need that. Heck of a draw. The Lunatic Pandora will keep me fueled. Still willing to make the trade with Ultros, and I still want to get damage in while I can. At this point, I've got a really good grip on the game. If they have a 4-mana kill spell for Matoya and they searched up a tap land instead, I would be shocked. This is a huge tempo swing for us. That's a beautiful draw. We're doing it this way just because we want to get rid of that guy. We want to use our Pandora. And we have another white aura site, and we're going to be drawing so many cards that this is a good way to spend our mana. I regret everything. I regret it all. Attacking with Matoya was a huge mistake. Lesson learned for next time. The only card that punishes the attack is Summon Primal Garuda, and we, of course, fell right into their clutches. Next time we'll know. It did feel kind of like, okay, if I was to somehow get cheesed out by aggro before I can take over with value, the extra point of damage could matter, but I have so many removal spells right now, it's not necessary. Free value. I hate it. I can't believe I fell for this trap. Matoya, Matoya, Matoya. What have you done? So I can take 4 damage here, I don't mind. Because I want to have my attacker for next turn. They have green mana too, they have all the colors. Okay. 4, 1, 2. Gonna white aura side it. Then we're gonna Dreams of Laguna. Edgar's gonna draw us 5 cards. That's a good draw for sure. I think we got him. I'm feeling good about this. We got a tapper, we got a kill spell, we got plenty of action in the graveyard. Zidane, no! Oh my gosh. We're gonna lose to Zidane somehow. Okay, thank goodness we're alive still. Okay, play land. Eight, 12. We could have like tapped one, killed the other. So we still have enough to go tap one, kill the other. Yep. We have 3 lethal attackers. They have only 1 card. We can tap this thing. I'm feeling confident. Chocobo card could kill me, I guess. It would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess killing them in the last turn would have been way better. Oh, okay. Got the win. See you next round. Welcome to another hand. Another mulligan without white mana. We can keep this, though. We're going to ditch the... the Quarrel. Am I on the player or on the draw? I forget. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Quarrel. Might as well hold up Counterspell when I'm flashing an instant ramen. So far, so good. Next turn Esper, then next turn Combat Tutorial, maybe. Hold up Counterspell. Shantoto, okay. That is bad for me. Shantoto's probably going to win them the game. Gosh darn it. Thunder Magic, draw a card, whatever it is, yeah. I'm just going to counterspell what they play this turn and then go Matoya, Lunatic, Surveil. Shantoto is so messed up. This card is so good. It's not hard to just play this and draw a card every turn with it. Sure. Do they have nothing to do? Sure. I'll draw that guy again. I don't mind. Now that I have my own card advantage engine, it's a lot less worrisome. Dragoon's Wyvern, sure. That's a draw. Sure. I don't mind. They have a 2-powered attacker. I can either answer it later or counter something better. I feel like they're out of stuff. Take out Shantoto. But that's a good one. That will be good. 4, 8, 9. We almost have enough to hold up Counterspell after playing Absolute Virtue. We still have this, which can always be a kill spell if need be. It's all about patience here. We're getting a lot of extra cards compared to them. Or Bobby Salami. Won't know what hit them. Shantoto number 2. Okay. Kill Shantoto. That's the only card that could potentially get big enough to kill the Absolute Virtue, I think. Summon Shiva. Never mind. I stand corrected. I think they're going to struggle to kill the Absolute Virtue. And how many cards are in their deck? 20 still? Yeah, they're fine on that front. Hitting me doesn't do anything, though, which is funny. A protection from everything, buddy. My life total can't change there. Hopefully they don't go land Thunder Magic. Sahagin, okay. This game just loves to tap me out of my spells. Like, I don't understand how it could possibly think that was the way I wanted to tap my mana. Like, I know I should have been more careful myself, but, like, I have 6 of each. I have 4 blue and 6 white, and it tapped me in a way that I would no longer be able to cast one of my spells. Why? Why would it do that? Who knows? No one knows. It's just the worst tapping I've ever seen from Auto Tapper. Why would it do this? Gosh, they can kill Absolute Virtue now. Brutal. Oh, man. That is a bummer. Don't need that. Edgar. Draw 3. Squirrel. Play land. If I somehow die here, like it would have to be a crazy series of draws for me to die here, I think. I'm probably going to win. I've got Fate of the Suncrist for next turn. I'm at 15. Absolute Virtue died, sadly. Edgar drew me a bunch of cards, though. Corel can tap down a guy. Okay, Ice Magic. That's going to bounce my 5/5, presumably. 5/5 down. Okay, retrieve the Esper, so they're dead. We got them. Never mind. We no longer got them. We just almost got them. Might as well see if we got them for sure here. Okay, eject is what we needed. No, it was not enough. Okay, kill the Sahagin. Attack with both. They have to jump. They land. This can't be countered, which is nice. Dreams. Oh, that's not a good start for us. Oh, man. We might lose because of the Dreams. If we did lose, it's probably because of the Dreams of Laguna. We weren't able to cast that one turn because we don't really... Like, we would have drawn an extra card with our Edgar if we hadn't sacked the thing anyway. Emperor. Okay. They're casting Dreams instead of the Retrieve the Esper is crazy. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like, I could legitimately lose this game now, and I would have had 0% chance if Auto Tapper hadn't got me. Then again, it's my fault for not believing that Auto Tapper understands I want to cast my blue spells and would rather hold up 2 planes. Don't know why I would do that, but you know. They say good game. Thank goodness. My gosh. My gosh, I was stressed about losing that one. Nice little victory. See you next round. Welcome to the round. Easy keep. We've got our Matoya without any synergy pieces yet. But that's okay. It's still a scary card for the opponent because they don't know we have no synergy yet. And they might try to kill it, and then we can bounce it to our hand, maybe. Vayne, you treacherous. There's a piece of synergy. Right on cue. Dreams of Laguna. Do they have Overkill? It's the first card that comes to mind. They're not playing white, so I can't imagine how this punishes me. We'll hold up. No, we'll just play the Scorpion Sentinel. You can't play cowardly, especially at high ranks. At low ranks, I could afford to be a coward. At this rank, no. They can kill Matoya now. Yep, I botched it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Just terrible. Gosh, I blew it. I'm going to lose this game as a result. And I deserve it. I deserve it. I should have just cast the thing on my turn. Okay, they're going to mill me. That's probably good for me, honestly. Yep, I need the land. I can cast White Auracite this turn. So I mill 8 cards if they activate it. Sure. I didn't mill a single card of relevance. I lost my counterspell, my Edgar. Okay, okay. This will give me another lethal threat. Ice magic, sure. Sure thing. Hate to see that. Playing like a coward, I know. My Edgar's already dead, so I can just sacrifice this to draw a card. Okay. Let's see if they have the last removal spell to really truly finish the deed. If they kill Absolute Virtue, I'm dead anyway, so I'm just going to let Primal Odin hit me. Okay, I'm no longer going to let Primal Odin hit me. Oh, that's so brutal. Oh my gosh. Can't believe we lost that game. That was an unlosable game. That was an unlosable game, and I lost it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, it wasn't technically unlosable, but the Matoya play was so bad. Oh my gosh. I should have just played it on my turn, drawn an extra card, won the game probably. Jeez Louise, that sucked. Round. That was a really bad loss. I made the correct read on one front and the wrong read on the other, where when they passed the turn, I should have just accepted that they were holding up 4 mana and not gone for the Matoya play. Or I should have cast the spell to just get my first card. I should have just gotten my card out of the Matoya right away. And instead, I did the worst possible sequence of plays to lose the game. I mean, because an extra card would have been all I needed probably to win that game. I would have had the Dragoon's Wyvern to not have to sack my guys and stuff like that, so. It was really bad. And I'm ashamed and embarrassed, all that stuff. You can't play your best every game, though. You can just aspire to it. So we're just going to focus on this game now. Gosh, and they ejected into the top decked Summon Shiva. Just a thing of beauty. I don't mind losing games like the first game we lost with this deck, where my opponent had like the perfect curve out and we lost. The games that my mind is like incapable of getting them out of my head are the ones where I do something that I could have done, like I could have done something better and won the game and instead lost. And those ones I just can't get out of my head. I also used my removal spell on a water crystal. Like, I could have let that thing mill me a couple turns and been fine. Just done other things. Deployed my Retrieve the Esper. I played scared like a coward. Okay. Beautiful. I wonder if they're going to go for like the equip the Thief's Knife onto Rook turret, because they missed land, so they might miss a land again and want to make sure they hit a land drop. And they had Odin? Gosh darn it. I could have played that better, though. I left myself open to losing. As I said, it was unlosable. Cat, match attack number 2. Make it to loot. This game's looking good for me, though. Take out the Cat. If they triple block, I'm okay with it. A land would be a fine draw here, because then my guys turn into monsters. And a spell would be a good draw, because it's a spell. Maybe I'm going to lose this game. My Quirrell certainly isn't helping very much, since it's in my hand. Flyers are my weakness. So I want to play this, so I need to get all my mana out. This thing, go to combat. Attack with all 3. That would be a crazy block. I can't believe they're making that block. Okay, we're out of gas. We have 8 mana, though, so we can play our Virtue if we draw it. We have 2 Summon Lagunas. We've got our other Surveil engine. We got... Edgar would draw me a billion cards. Not a billion. We draw 1, 2, 3. We have the Quirrell now to tap their only flyer. Our Sahagin is a giant attacker. That's a problem for them. They can't flashback their retrieve the Esper yet. Sahagin, okay. The Paladin Arms. Okay. Time to turn on the aggro. The aggression must flow. So any expensive spell now in the future. And we can... Wow. See, that's a crazy attack. I mean, crazy block. I can't believe they're blocking like this, honestly. How are they at 8? I thought I was hitting them for a lot more damage. What happened? So they blocked 5. For some reason, I thought I was doing way more damage than that. Don't like it. That's a good draw. So attack with everything. They block the big 3 biggest. They block, block, block. They take 3. So I'm going to keep up Quarrel 4, of course. I mean, it's a fine draw. It's not the greatest of draw I've ever had. I think we pretty much locked this one up now. Boom! We bounce back. Huge. Great to get a bounce back win. Great to get a bounce back. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this hand. This is a good start. Sentinel into combat tutorial. Or actually into Wyvern in the tutorial. I like to get the Wyvern down first. Because Wyvern is a better... Yeah, and then this guy can double block with the 1/1. They're cycling, sure. And also giving the power buff to the flyer makes it hit way harder. It makes the clock 3 turns faster. Once I need to do that. I do not need to do that now. Here I'm fine trading 1 damage for 2 damage because I have all the momentum on my side. They had to cycle, and so you can really punish them when they waste their third turn doing that. And their 4th turn doing this. Okay, 2 towns. That's pretty good for them. Play the Quarrel now. What do they got? Sin. Okay. Why would it tap me like that? Three, 6, 8, 9. Got the win. That's pretty good. Pretty good. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. It's a little bit weak, but we've got 3 spells, 4 lands. This can help us find a play for turn 3, maybe. Beautiful. And our cards will materialize as we need them. Blue-red, okay. Yeah, I think I will just do this. Sometimes I'd like to cast Combat Tutorial just to draw a couple. But here, when I can threaten to block the Emperor... Next turn I can go Scorpion, Fate of the Suncrest on the Emperor. Choco Comet. Yep, pretty good. Scorpion, your fate has been sealed, Emperor. Then I can go Ramen Dreams. Ice Magic, sure. I'll keep it on top. It's good with Edgar. Hopefully no Syncopate. Next turn I can go Sentinel. Dreams. Ultros is a problem, but what am I gonna do? I think I need something a little bit better than Sahagin. I hate having to use this on Ultros, but I have to use it on Ultros. It's just too much tempo that I can't block the ground creatures. Okay. Scorpion Sentinel has been good. Up to 10 life we go. Yes! Absolute virtue! They just concede! They can't kill it! They can't win! We get the win! Let's go! I like to believe in chaos theory sometimes, where I lost that one game from a slight error that I can learn from and do better with in the future, but I also then queued into these opponents as a direct result of that loss because the game would have ended at a different time, I would have had a different rank, whatever the stuff is, maybe. And so the next 3 wins are in part because of that one loss. So that's a way to help the mental capacity there. And also that was kind of a brutal game to lose, but I'm trying to work on techniques for bouncing back. Anyway, see you next round. Welcome to the final round. We're 6-2, so if we win this, we retire from the draft in glory. If we lose, we at least had a good try. This is an easy keep. Querl has started. We're against blue-green, which has been a good matchup for us, I think. Because they don't really have that many good answers to Absolute Virtue. A bit of a freebie attack. Keep them on their toes. I guess I could have tapped it this turn. That is something. Also wanted to see that they were afraid of us having +2/+2. Okay. So next turn we're going to want to hold up our counter spell, because they can cast whatever big spell they have in their hand. And it's lucky because Lunatic Pandora helps us do that, while also making our Valkyrie aerial unit cost less so we can cast it the following turn. Reach the horizon. They're ramped up. We already showed them we didn't have a counterspell earlier, but now we do have a combat trick that can kill their 4/4 or potential 4/4 flyer, so that's good. And now we have counterspell for whatever giant thing they play this turn with their 6 or 7 mana. They didn't activate this, so they might have been out of lands. Yeah, I don't want them to draw 4. That seems bad for me. That seems bad for me. Bard's Bow is much more manageable. I accept those terms. So we can play this, then this guy will cost 4. So we just play this instead. Edgar and that. Ooh. So next turn we go Ramen into Dragoon. Yeah, I think we want both these. Even though we can't cast Edgar for a second, we have a lot of artifacts. And we're going to have another one. Tap that guy. Sure. So we have one less artifact for Edgar. We're going to play it out like this. We have a chump blocker for the Omega, in case we don't want to take 8, which we don't. I really don't want to take 8. Sin. Perfect, perfect. You hate to see that. Yep. Grand Pulse Ochu, yep. Oh, they have a counter spell. Or they just have this thing they can activate. Because this is a big play for me. I need to draw these cards, survive one turn, and then I can start doing everything I need to do. Okay, that guy down. They don't have any permanents in the graveyard for the Ochu. Wait, I don't need to chump the Ochu. Yep. Ultimacia, are you joking me? Come on, man. That's such a bummer. This is such a joke. Of course I'm going to lose this game. Of course. So I have 3, 7, 8 mana. This is going to be very interesting, depending on where they put the Bard's Bow. Okay, okay, that's an interesting choice. Okay. So, I can block here, 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 as a chump. Or here, 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 here. Quirrell. So they have exactly 8 permanents in their graveyard. Do they have the mana to cast it? They need black, black, blue, blue. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have black, black, blue, blue. They definitely have the mana to activate it. I think this is my only line. So I can either use this to kill the Ultimacia, or I can play this thing. They're all out of mana. They're going to equip the thing. Don't have to do it just yet. My aerial unit's coming back at some point here. Come on. Come now. Could we just draw Absolute Virtue? I have 2 Dreams of Laguna in the deck as well. That would be incredible draws. Did they whiff completely? I don't think there's any Flash Flyer to worry about. I'm going to hold up the Quail, though. Oh, of course. Yes, yes, yes. I have to let this happen. I have to get rid of Sin. Actually, I kind of have to get rid of the Ultimacia. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's a bummer. We fought hard, but there's nothing we could have done there. The way the cards lined up was impossible for us to win that game. They had so many haymakers, and we didn't draw quite the finishers we needed. There was the turn where we played the Edgar, where we could have been a little bit more defensive, but I think the Edgar was the right play there. I think we played that game very, very well, and it just didn't quite line up. They just had too many good threats. The turn they top decked the Ultimacia was the turn the game swung, and there was nothing I could have done differently. If they hadn't top decked Ultimacia, I would have been able to win that, I think. And then if they hadn't had the way to free the Sin from my card, I had just turned the corner. I was favored there, and then they top decked the Eject, which I assume had to be a top deck, or else they would have won earlier. If they hadn't top decked Eject, I would have been able to take over, I think. Alas, that was a tough defeat, but I did my best. And the deck was still a success overall. 6-3 is nothing to be scoffed at. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag virtue to let me know you made it all the way to the end. The Matoya Archon Elder was a good card. I'm just trying to make the exit a little bit brief because I am feeling quite disappointed with how it ended. It's just, oh man, we played that game so well. We fought really hard, and then at the end, it was just, they had not only eject, but I assume they ejected into the syncopate. To get me good there at the end. What can I say? Just a tough loss. Also, like, there's other cards they could have hit other than Ultimacia. I mean, not that it mattered because they drew the syncopate, but like they could have hit a Grand Pulse Ochu or something like that, which would have been a lot more beatable, I think. But we fought hard, we played well, we drafted a very interesting deck, and that's how it goes at the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm disappointed by it, especially not the first or the last loss, but the loss in the middle, where I had the Matoya in play. I decided, okay, instead of holding up Eject to protect Matoya from removal, I'm going to play the Scorpion Sentinel. And then I could have just played Dreams of Laguna right there to draw the card. And I did not, and I paid the price. Though maybe they didn't end up having overkill or anything. So yeah, so I paid the price. I could have drawn one extra card, which would have probably won me that game because of how close it was. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.